Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start disassembling this Kawasaki Vulcan 900 to get it cleaned up. I've got a, I'm sure I'm going to have to flush out the fuel tank, and on the turn signals, they were mounted on little rubber like grommets here. It was kind of molded rubber onto this metal piece here, and over time it just dry rotted and fell off. I bought new turn signals on eBay, so I'll be replacing those. Other than that, I don't plan on replacing anything on this bike that I don't have to, like possibly the fuel pump, the sending unit, stuff like that. Depends on how bad the tank is, but I don't plan on changing any of the chrome out or any of that. It's all in good enough shape. It'll clean up good. It'll be nice. So let's get started and we'll get this baby stripped down. Okay, so we got quite a few parts stripped off of the bike. I think that's all the further I'm going to go for now on taking parts off. I think what I'm going to do is go through and clean up each one of these parts. Pieces like this I'm probably going to clean up, hit it with some sandpaper and repaint it. Same with the master cylinder cover for the rear brake. It's kind of rough. I'll probably clean it down. I might even powder coat it. I don't know, maybe with some like black wrinkle paint or something, just to make it look a little nicer. So most of these parts I think are going to clean up really good. Again, I showed you this one in a previous video. You can see the difference between just washing it and then hitting it with some chrome polish. I got to hit it again. I just went over real quick that first day. But that's looking pretty good right now. I think what I'm going to do, I've got the tank flipped over up here. I think I'm going to pull the sending unit and the pump out and just look down in there and see what it looks like. So I'll get it set up here and we'll get that done. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the fuel pump out first, and then I'll pull the sending unit off next. Videotape and show you how dirty and rusty this tank is. It feels like it's got about a half a tank of fuel in it when I picked it up, but I went to pull this out and you can see it looks like coffee grounds on that. See that stuff falling off of there? That's all rust. And hang on just a second. Let me get a flashlight down in the tank. Hang on a second. Okay. You can see down in there, but that gas looks like dirty river water, and you can see around the opening a lot of rust. I don't know if you can see down, see the wall. Hang on, let me get the flashlight down in there if I can. You can see the wall of the tank. It's got a little bit of rust on it, but not bad. So hopefully it's just something that I can get flushed out and cleaned up. Look over on that side. See, that side of the tank doesn't look as bad as this, all this crap right here at the opening. So anyway, hopefully I can clean that up and there's nothing inside the fuel pump. I don't really want to have to buy any more parts than I have to. We're trying to keep the price down, so when she sells this, she can make some good money, help her out. So anyway, that's what it looks like so far. I'll show you once I get a little further along on it. Look at that big pile of rust down in that tank. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a bunch of rust. I don't know, if you're not familiar with sending units, they've got a little, this arm rubs against a little series of plates in there that go back and forth. And depending if they're corroded or not, I think they're like silver plated, so they might be okay. I just have to clean it up good. I've got one other problem with this tank. It's got a locking gas cap, and I cannot get it off. I was hoping, once I get this turned upside down, I'm hoping I can fill that full of penetrating oil or something and let it soak, and then those little ears will move on the tank or on the cap. The problem is down in here, let me get my flashlight again and see if I can show you. There's, if you can see down in there, there's a little vent tube there, and then the cap itself, pull back here a little bit. The cap itself is surrounded by a sheet metal shield, so I can't get down in there to those fingers. So all I can hope to do is keep spraying some penetrate oil down there and let it soak, and hopefully eventually it will come loose. I probably will clean up on the other parts of the bike that I took off so far before I do anything with this. I'll let it soak with this penetrating oil for a few days. So that's what I'm going to do now, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be more to come on this bike, a lot more to come. I still have to see if I can get it started once I get the fuel system cleaned up. I'll probably pop the injectors out of the engine. I'll show you those right now. Here are the two injectors, the top of them here. I have to pop those out and just make sure they're not all gummed up or anything. And I'll probably pull the fuel lines off, make sure they're flushed out good, or maybe even replace them, depends on how brittle they are. We'll just have to see. So anyway, that's where we're at right now on the bike. I've got a ways to go yet, but it's looking really promising. I think the bike overall is going to be a really nice bike when it's all done. The biggest thing is going to be getting that gas tank cleaned up. And I'm hoping the fuel pump's okay. I'm hoping the sending unit's okay. I can buy new ones on eBay, but again, I'm trying to keep the cost down in this bike so she can make as much money on it as possible to help her out with her situations. So I don't want to spend any more than I absolutely have to, and I'm going to try to fix everything I can on it using what I have here already. So we'll see what happens. I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's going to be a good project. So I always say thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.